This is the truth no one tells you. The grind will be hard and lonely. I mean, really lonely. You'll have nights where you're up working while everyone else is out laughing, sleeping, living easy. You'll be questioning yourself, wondering if any of this is even worth it. You'll look around and realize no one gets it. No one feels that fire burning inside you the same way you do. People love to cheer for success, but they don't want to hear about the silence before it. They don't talk about the empty gyms, the cold mornings, the rejection emails, the missed calls, the birthdays you skip because you've got work to do. They don't tell you that chasing greatness will make you feel misunderstood, even by the people closest to you. Kobe Bryant used to wake up at 4 a.m. Nobody saw that. No reporters, no lights, no fans. Just him, a basketball, and an obsession that most people wouldn't understand. Cristiano Ronaldo stayed after every practice, perfecting the same drills his teammates thought they'd already mastered. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school team. Think about that. And instead of quitting, he decided, all right, you're gonna regret that one day. That's what separates the greats. Not luck, not talent, obsession, discipline, the ability to be alone with your dream when no one believes in it but you. And yeah, it'll hurt. You'll doubt yourself. You'll feel forgotten. But that pain, that silence, that's where the real work happens. That's where you build something no one can take from you. So if you're in that lonely place right now, don't run from it. Sit in it. Own it. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. This is the part everyone skips in the story. But this is where champions are made. Keep grinding. Keep moving. Because one day, when the lights finally hit you, the world will call it destiny. But you'll know it was just the grind. Let me tell you something real. The nights will test you more than any opponent ever could. It's not the game that's hard. It's the hours before it. It's when you're in that empty room, eyes heavy, body sore, wondering if anyone even cares. You start asking yourself, why am I doing this? Does any of this even matter? That's the moment the weak quit. That's when the average say, I'll do it tomorrow. But if you're built for greatness, that voice inside you won't let you stop. It'll whisper, get up, keep going, even when you've got nothing left. Kobe said it best, while others slept, he worked. While others rested, he pushed. That's not motivation, that's madness. But it's the kind of madness you need if you want to rise above everyone else. You can't half-chase greatness. You can't wish your way to the top. You've got to bleed for it, and you'll do it alone. People won't clap for you right now. They won't post about you. They won't even notice. They'll scroll past your effort because results are the only thing the world respects. That's the brutal truth. No one celebrates the process, only the outcome. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't become who he is because he liked winning. He became that because he hated losing. He stayed after training when everyone else was done. He studied his body, his form, his diet, every tiny detail. That's what it takes. Obsession with improvement, not attention. But it's lonely. You'll miss out on parties. You'll miss out on people. Sometimes you'll even miss out on sleep. And while they laugh, you'll sweat. While they rest, you'll grind. But one day, they'll look at you and say, you're lucky, and you'll smile, because they'll never understand the nights you cried, the mornings you dragged yourself out of bed, the hours you spent chasing something no one could see but you. This loneliness, it's not punishment, it's the tax you pay for greatness. Every second of silence, every ounce of pain, it's all building something in. There's a point in the grind where you start to feel it, that quiet voice of doubt slipping into your head. You're working hard, giving everything, but the results don't show up. You look in the mirror and start asking, am I wasting my time? Am I even good enough? And that's when it gets real. Because the grind isn't just physical, it's mental, it's spiritual, it's emotional. It's every part of you colliding with the truth that greatness doesn't happen overnight. You'll question yourself. You'll feel invisible. You'll compare your journey to someone else's highlight reel and think, maybe I'm not built for this. That's when most people fold. They don't quit out loud, they quit quietly. They stop showing up with the same fire. They start doing just enough to get by. But not you. Not if you truly want to be great. Remember, Michael Jordan, the greatest ever, used rejection as his fuel. He didn't let that cut define him. He fed off it. Every doubt, every slight, every "you're not good enough" became gasoline. He took that pain personally and turned it into energy. That's the mindset you need. You can't run from the doubt, you've got to use it. Because here's the truth. No one is coming to validate your dream. Nobody's gonna pat you on the back for trying. They'll only show up when it works. But that's okay. You don't need the applause right now. You need the silence. You need the nights when it's just you and your thoughts and that tiny voice saying, "Keep pushing." When doubt creeps in, remind yourself why you started. Remember those moments when the dream first lit up inside you, before anyone knew your name, before anyone believed. That spark was real. That's you. Every champion has been here. Every legend has felt forgotten. The difference is they didn't let that feeling define them. They let it drive them. So when the doubt hits, don't back down. Don't break. Look it in the face and say, "I'm not done yet." Because this pain, this silence, this uncertainty, it's not the end of your story. It's the chapter where your strength is forged. Keep going. One more rep. One more night. One more step. You're closer than you think. Here's what most people don't understand. Isolation isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. When you're alone, when the noise fades, when there's no one around to hype you up or tell you what to do, that's when you find out who you really are. Most people fear being alone. They need the crowd, the validation, the likes, the applause. But the great ones, they crave the quiet. Because in that quiet, they can hear the truth. They can hear the voice that says, "You've got more in you. Keep going." When Kobe was grinding in an empty gym, he wasn't looking for approval. He was building a mentality, a mindset that said, "I don't need anyone to believe in me except me." That's what isolation does. It forces you to depend on your own belief when nobody else will. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't become one of the greatest by blending in. He separated himself, stayed longer, trained harder. The lights, the fans, the noise, all of that came after years of silence. And that silence taught him discipline, taught him to love the work, not the attention. Isolation is where your focus sharpens. It's where distractions die. It's where you stop caring about what everyone else is doing and start becoming obsessed with your own progress. It's not punishment, it's preparation. You're not being left behind. You're being refined. The world might not see it right now, but every lonely morning, every quiet night, every hour you spend perfecting your craft is stacking up. The grind is building something inside you that noise could never give you. Clarity, resilience, and unshakable confidence. So don't fear the isolation. Embrace it, because one day, when the spotlight finally hits, you'll realize the loneliness wasn't a setback. It was the secret. Let's talk about the part no one glamorizes, the sacrifice. Everyone loves to say they're grinding until it actually costs them something. Until it means missing birthdays, skipping nights out, losing sleep, drifting apart from people who once felt permanent. That's when it gets real. The grind demands payment, and it always collects. You can't cheat it. You can't finesse it. It'll take your time, your comfort, your social life. It'll take your weekends and your excuses. But here's the thing, everything it takes, it gives back tenfold. If you stay the course. Kobe used to say that while others partied, he practiced. While others rested, he studied film. He missed moments, but he gained legacy.
Cristiano Ronaldo és discipline is insane.
No alcohol, no late nights, no distractions. Every choice was about staying ready. Every sacrifice was an investment. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. The truth is, greatness will cost you relationships. Some people won't understand why you're so focused. They'll say, "You've changed," and you have, that's the point. Growth means leaving behind anyone or anything that slows you down. It's not arrogance, it's necessity. There will be moments you'll question if it's worth it. You'll watch others living easy and feel that ache, that whisper that says, maybe I should slow down. But remember, comfort kills potential. Every time you choose discipline over pleasure, you're building a version of yourself that's unstoppable. The grind isn't cruel, it's honest. It strips away what you don't need so you can become who you're meant to be. Every sacrifice is proof that you believe in your dream enough to suffer for it. So yeah, it hurts. It's supposed to. But that pain, that's the price of becoming something extraordinary. At some point, after all the lonely nights and unseen work, people start to notice. They start saying, "You're different." They start watching, commenting, judging. And here's the thing, even when they finally see your progress, most of them still won't believe in you. They'll doubt you anyway. They'll say, "You've gotten better, but you're not there yet." They'll find flaws in your effort, holes in your story, reasons why you won't make it. They'll act like they know your limits better than you do. And that's fine. Let them talk. Because while they're analyzing, you're still moving. While they're watching, you're still working. Kobe said it best. Rest at the end, not in the middle. He didn't stop when people doubted him, he thrived on it. Michael Jordan used every ounce of doubt as fuel. Every time someone said he couldn't, he turned it into another reason to dominate. Cristiano Ronaldo still gets criticized, even after all the records, the trophies, the legacy. Why? Because people can't understand relentless discipline. They mistake focus for ego. But here's what you've got to know, when people start talking, it means they see you now. It means the work that was once invisible is starting to show. You're becoming undeniable, and that threatens people who settled. Don't waste your energy proving them wrong. Prove yourself right. Let the results speak. Let the silence of your grind drown out the noise of their opinions. Every great story has a chapter where the world laughs, right before the world applauds. So when they doubt you, smile. You're getting closer. The noise is proof that you're rising. Keep your head down, stay humble, stay dangerous. Because the same people questioning you now will one day swear they always believed. There comes a point in the grind where something shifts. The pain doesn't go away, you just learn how to carry it. The soreness, the exhaustion, the mental battles, they stop feeling like punishment and start feeling like progress. You realize that every ache, every scar, every tear was building something inside you that comfort never could. You stop running from the pain. You start chasing it. Because now you understand the pain is the signal. It means you're growing. It means you're separating yourself from the ones who gave up. Kobe once said that the dream is not the destination. It's the journey itself. It's waking up before dawn when your body says no. It's pushing through when no one's clapping. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't become a legend because it was easy. He became one because he made the hard feel normal. And Michael Jordan? He turned pressure into fuel. He played every game like someone was trying to take everything from him. That's how he stayed hungry. See, pain teaches you what comfort hides. Pain strips away the excuses. Pain reminds you how bad you want it. It forges a toughness that can't be faked, a confidence that doesn't come from winning. It comes from surviving what should have broken you. When you reach this point, something powerful happens. You stop needing validation. You stop chasing approval. You realize the grind was never about being liked. It was about becoming undeniable. So when it hurts, when your body's tired, your mind's heavy, and your heart's worn, don't pull back. Lean in. That's your edge being sharpened. That's your greatness being molded in real time. Because one day you'll look back and realize that pain you once hated was actually the moment you became unstoppable. You've been grinding for years. You've given up sleep, comfort, peace, people. And finally, things start to happen. The wins come. The recognition creeps in. People who never believed in you start saying, "I always knew you'd make it." But deep down, you know the truth, they didn't see the work. They only see the result. And here's the part no one prepares you for. Success feels different than you imagined. It doesn't feel like fireworks. Feels quiet. Feels strange. Because by the time it comes, you've changed. You've grown so used to the fight that peace feels foreign. You stand in the moment you dreamed about, and instead of celebrating, you whisper, "What's next?" That's the paradox of greatness. The grind becomes who you are. You can't turn it off because it's in your blood now. Kobe wasn't obsessed with trophies, he was obsessed with improvement. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't train like the best player in the world because of ego. He trains like someone who still has something to prove. Michael Jordan retired, came back, and still wanted to dominate. That's not normal. That's greatness. But even with all that success, the loneliness doesn't vanish. Because very few understand what it took. They see the stage, not the scars. They see the smile, not the nights you almost broke. You can stand in a room full of people cheering for you and still feel alone. That's the cost. That's the truth. The grind gives, but it never forgets what it took. You'll have everything you once prayed for, and yet, part of you will always miss the hunger, the struggle, the quiet. But that's okay, because that hunger, that's your compass, keeps you humble, keeps you dangerous. So when success comes, don't get comfortable. Respect the journey. Keep the same fire that got you here, because the grind doesn't end when you win. It just evolves. At some point, the trophies lose their shine. The money, the applause, the headlines, they all fade. What stays is legacy. What you built. What you stood for when no one was watching. What your name means long after you're gone. Legacy isn't about fame. It's about impact. It's about the quiet respect that comes when people say, they never quit. They gave everything. That's what Kobe left behind, not just rings, but a mentality. The Mamba mindset, discipline, obsession, relentless focus. Cristiano Ronaldo built a legacy out of self-belief, proof that hard work can outlast talent. Michael Jordan's legacy? Fire. The will to dominate every second he touched the floor. And you're building yours right now, whether you know it or not. Every early morning, every lonely night, every time you choose discipline over distraction, that's a brick in your foundation. You're writing a story the world will one day tell. The grind was never just about winning. It was about becoming someone worthy of being remembered. That's why the loneliness mattered. That's why the pain mattered. Because greatness demands that you go where others won't. It strips you down to your core so that when your moment comes, you're ready not just to succeed, but to inspire. One day, someone will look at your journey the same way you look at theirs. They'll see the struggle, the silence, the sacrifice, and they'll realize what it takes. That's legacy. So stop chasing the spotlight. Chase the standard. Chase the version of yourself that doesn't settle. The grind was never about them, it was always about you versus you. Because when the noise fades and the world moves on, your legacy will still speak. It'll whisper the truth. They worked when no one watched. This is it, the final truth. The grind was never about being seen. It was about who you became when no one was watching. The early mornings, the lonely nights, the moments when quitting felt easier. That's where greatness was built. Not under the lights, but in the dark. Because when the lights go out, when the crowd leaves, when the applause fades, that's when you find out who you really are. You can fake motivation. You can fake confidence. But you can't fake discipline. You can't fake consistency. You can't fake the hours. Kobe Bryant didn't become a legend because he wanted fame. He became one because he loved the work. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't chase approval. He chased excellence. Michael Jordan didn't play for validation. He played for domination. That's what greatness looks like when the world isn't looking. And that's what you're building right now. Every unseen effort, every quiet victory, every day you show up when you don't feel like it, it's adding up. The world doesn't see it yet, but they will. One day, they'll call you overnight success. And you'll just smile because you'll know those nights weren't overnight. They were everything. So when it's lonely, when it's hard, when the grind feels endless, remember this. It's not punishment. It's preparation. The silence is sharpening you. The solitude is molding you. The struggle is teaching you how to stand when no one claps. Keep working. Keep believing. Keep grinding in that dark room where no one can see you yet. Because one day the door will open, the lights will hit, and the same world that ignored you will finally understand what you were doing all along. You were never chasing attention. You were chasing greatness. And now, the world will notice.